Hello YouTube, Dark Maven 1976 here with another video. This video is part 6 in my Harley Quinn series. It's going to be all about the Bustle and the Hammer. So if you want to learn more, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, let's talk about the Bustle, which was the second easiest thing of this project so far. The first being the little tube top thing that goes under my corset. This was pretty easy, as I said. Just sew two pieces together of red and black, sew it up the middle, press your seams of course, and then I put the binding on all around the edge of both sides. And then in order to insert the string here, or ribbon, I sewed a casing and used a safety pin to sew it through, or loop it through. And once that was done, I tacked it down in the middle so the string won't, pop out, and I'll have to be in the hotel room trying to figure out how to get this ribbon back through the casing, which would be a pain in the butt. But it cinches up, and it's supposed to go the back of my skirt. And then I ran into a little problem because the instructions weren't too clear, or were a little confusing. What they wanted me to do was fold it twice, put two folds in it, like one here at the top and at the bottom, to give it the ruffly look like in Victorian days. And then what they wanted me to do was tack down on the first level, is to tack down the side here, middle, and end to give it that ruffle effect, I think. And then at the bottom, they only wanted me to tack down in the middle to give it that slope, like this. I'll show you. Let's see if I can do it like that. I think it looks pretty awesome. Like I said, it was the easiest part about one of the easiest parts about this cosplay, and should go well with my Harley Quinn outfit. The only problem, like I said, was the unclear instructions about how to get that fold in, but I figured it out with the help of my friend, and yeah, turned out pretty well. So let's talk about the hammer a little bit. The hammer is still in pieces, but coming along nicely. I'm almost to the point where I can glue all this stuff on. And what I did was I painted the boards red and black, kind of like the how my costume is itself. I painted one board black, and I painted one board red, and I'm going to alternate each board, so it will be like red and black, kind of like my costume. Then with the red boards, I used black and brown acrylic paints to do a wash over the red to make it look grungy and dirty, and get out until grooves, make it look more like wood. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. And then after I painted them, I put a coat of Mod Podge to seal the paint job. When I put the boards around the hammer itself, I found that I had two large gaps in it, and that was because I didn't measure anything out. Silly me, I know I'm supposed to measure, but measure twice, cut once. But I had foam left over, and I made two smaller boards, which I decided to paint half red, half black, and put her design of diamonds on it. Black on red, yeah. And this should go on into the gaps that are, really large. I think it turned out pretty well. I did the same technique with this one as I did with the bigger boards. I just put, with my Dremel and heat gun, I put little grooves in it to make it look like wood, and hit it with the heat gun to open the grooves, and just painted the crap out of it. Once I painted all the stuff, I put a coat of Mod Podge on everything, and then I glued the diamonds down with contact cement. Contact cement's pretty cool. It's not going anywhere. Yeah. Once the boards were done, I moved on to the end caps. I'm still working on the end caps a little. They're almost finished. But what I did was I wanted the end caps to look more wood than paint. So I took the end cap, put a light coating, or colored them with a light beige color, and I just did a couple coats of that and let that dry. Then I took a watered down black paint and just slathered all over the place. Then took a paper towel and wiped most of it off, and this is what I got. And then once that dried, I took a paper towel, wet paper towel with brown, and just went on the outside to give it that more in-depth wood grain look type of thing. I think it turned out pretty well. Once that was done with both end caps, I wanted to decorate them a little, and I wasn't sure what to put on them. I know a lot of people put your face here, or a bunch of ha-ha letters, or something that would, you know, Harley would put on her decorate her hammer with. So what I went with was the saying whack-a-bat. You know, kind of like whack-a-mole. And this is what this looks like. This end cap is done. So it says whack-a-bat. I don't know why my video makes everything backwards, but it does. And I think it turned out well. I painted that. I used a pencil to lightly sketch out what I wanted, and then painted in letters. Then I put a thin coat of Mod Podge on it to seal in the paint. The C looks kind of wonky, but that's because I wasn't used to writing on a curve. So that's going to be what's on the end of this one. And on the second one, I wanted to put something kind of funny and to tie in with whack-a-bat. So I made this. I took the foam that I had bought previously to that was too thin, and made this little Batman dead guy thing. And this just needs a coat of Mod Podge. What I did was I cut the face out and then the little mouth part out. Painted this flesh colored, which I had some flesh colored paint for my paint in my ears. And then I took a little bit of red, made the tongue and the X'd out eyes. And then I'm going to Mod Podge this and this. And then once those are Mod Podged, I am going to glue this to the end here, like so, which will tie into whack-a-bat pretty nicely, I think. So when I finally finished the last end cap, all left to do on the hammer is put it all together, and it should be done-ish, I hope. Then the only things I have left on Harley to do is the corset, the face mask, figuring out the makeup scheme, and I want to get these boots that look, these combat boots that I found online that really look cool, but I have to wait till next payday. So yeah, I am almost finished with Harley. I am excited. I want to wear Harley on Halloween just to do a test run. Plus I have to figure out her makeup too, which shouldn't be too difficult. It's just messy clown makeup, I think. Messy, beautiful clown makeup, which I have no idea how I'm going to do it, but I'll figure it out. So that is it for today's video. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, gifts of cheesecake, leave them in the comment section down below. And until next time, I hope you all cosplay safe and have a good day. Bye.